Again, there is one sample answer for summarize written text. For those people who have watched the previous video, it's a continuation one. Please go and watch it. Now, I took one question and wrote the sample answer, explaining you the process again. So this is going to reinforce your understanding, uh, give you more comfort and summarize written text. I keep doing it if I receive more support. So like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. So as part of our summarize written text preparation classes, let's work on one summarize written text question, and let's answer it as per the tips, techniques, processes which are described in the previous video. The link for the video is there in the description. You can watch it. It will be beneficial. Okay, so our process is simple. We have to do what? Selection of points, collection of points, connection of points, and correction of points. So first, let's start with selection of points. So selection of points, we need the topic point, we need the conclusion point, we also need a couple of important points, or maybe short, three important points from the middle. So topic, conclusion, and in between we need what? 2 to 3 important points. So topic is always there on the top. So that first sentence is generally the topic sentence. Last sentence is usually the conclusion sentence. Let's read. First sentence. Americans consume an average of only 16 grams of dietary fiber per day. Only 16 grams on an average they are consuming every day. Significantly below the recommended 25 to 30 grams. Okay, so the actual recommended levels are 25 to 30 grams, but they're consuming only 16 grams. All right, in because of lifestyle and economic factors that discourage healthy eating. So their lifestyle and economic factors discourage them to eat healthy food. All right, so that's the thing. They're eating less fiber because of their lifestyle and economic factors. Okay. The conclusion. Over time, this widespread dietary pattern increases the risk of serious health consequences linked to chronic fiber deficiency. So, if this is continued over time for some time, so it will lead to what? Serious consequences, serious health consequences like chronic fiber deficiency. So, we have the topic, we have the conclusion. So, we need what? A couple of 2, 3 important points. So, for that, what we have to do, we have to skim through the text. When you have to quickly go through the text, wherever you are finding an important point, you will stop there. From this home cooked restaurant. Okay, so they're eating more uh, restaurant food than home cooked food. Restaurants typically contains food with less fiber. Okay, this is largely because the restaurant lack for food, vegetables. The restaurant food does not have the fresh vegetables and fruits. Therefore, it is having less fiber. Of a 2007 study involving interviews with 41 restaurant executives revealed that the cost and profitability strongly influenced the menu design, which with most respondents viewing fruits and vegetables as too expensive and to include them more frequently. Moreover, over half opposed identifying menu items as healthy. So then the restaurant doesn't want to label the items as healthy because they have a fear of what it would discourage the customers to eat, buy them. Because consumers themselves often prefer comfort foods that are low in fiber but high in palatability, reinforcing the cycle of unhealthy eating. So they're only eating several times. I mean, repeatedly they are eating what? Unhealthy food because they prefer palatability versus fiber. So my topic point is what? Americans are consuming much lesser fiber than they are required to consume because of economic and lifestyle factors. Okay, so they eat more of restaurant food, less. They started eating more restaurant food, which lacks the um, vegetables and fruits. All right, which is source of fiber. All right, and these items are expensive for restaurant owners. Right, and then they prefer what? Comfort foods. Okay, than the fiber foods, which can lead to a problem. So we have selected the point. Now we have to collect the points. Collection is nothing but writing those points in the writing box. Okay, Americans only 16 grams of fiber per day on an average. Okay, on average. While the recommended is not as fiber. The recommended per day in days 25 to 30 grams. Okay. They prefer eating restaurant food which lacks the vegetables, and fruits. That is that is the food, which is sources of fiber. Okay, these restaurants find vegetables and fruits are expensive to be used regularly. Consumers prefer comfort foods or fiber deficient. All right. So then we go to the last point. This dietary pattern, and the dietary pattern increases risk of fiber deficiency, risk of chronic otherwise. Okay, so 4 points are ready. What we can do? They are eating less food. Why they are eating basically? Maybe because this is the reason, right? So because they prefer eating restaurant food which lacks vegetables and fruits that are richest sources of fiber. Maybe this is in continuation. Also, these restaurants find vegetables and fruits expensive. Cannot regularly, no problem, expensive. Moreover, consumers often prefer comfort foods that are fiber deficient. Maybe furthermore. Okay, so then let's submit this. So 69 words is which is legitimate. 69 is legitimate. 75 is the limit. We have written, I think, 7.2. So this 7.2, it's not a bad score because our application is slightly stricter than the real PT. So our content score of 3.2 on the scale of 4. So 3.2 is still decent. I think in the real exam, it should be at least 3, 4, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4 points more, which can go to almost 3.6, 3.7 in the real test. Okay, so content, how to get maximum score in content? You have to write the topic, conclusion, and 2, 3 important points, which we did. Therefore, the content score is better. And there is one small grammar problem here. That is, an article is missing. That simple problem we have. That's it. But in the real exam, the grammar score will be almost 1.8, 1.9. Our application is slightly again stricter in every area. So grammar is good. There is only one small minute error, nothing much. So let's look at the feedback. You effectively capture the main idea regarding American slow fiber intake and the reasons behind it. So see, it's giving me feedback like a human data, including the preference for restaurant food, the cost of fruits and vegetables. See, everything is come here. However, you could improve by emphasizing health risks associated with the dietary pattern more clearly. So I have mentioned it, but it always gives a suggestion. Okay, so it never keeps you. So the grammar, your sentence structure is mostly correct, but there are a few areas where the clarity could be improved. Also, these restaurants find vegetables and fruits expensive. For the restaurants, vegetables and fruits are expensive. Okay, so vocabulary is generally appropriate. Consider using more varied synonyms. You could use prohibitively priced, I think, in a very lexical word that it is giving as a suggestion. Nice. The other areas also. If you have no grammar problem, you will get 2 points and 2 points. If you have no vocabulary problem, you get 2 points and 2 points. And if you have written the answer in one single sentence, so you can see there is only one full stop, and the first sentence acts like the topic sentence. If you see, it is independent, right? And then the remaining all sentences are some or the other way dependent on the first one. If you separate the second, third, fourth sentences, they don't they are not independent sentences. They're all dependent. The first one should be independent. Remaining should be dependent. So if you write like that, then it is excellent summarized written text answer. So you have to write only one sentence and the answer should be under 75 words to get what? This 1 point in form. All right. So that's how it works. And then what kind of score does it give you in the exam per question? How many marks can you expect? The score that you can expect is, so every perfect answer is worth, for example, the 9 score, what you see here is the ultimate score, right? 9 points. These 9 points are equivalent to 12.5 marks in writing and close to 10 marks in reading. I repeat, 12.5 marks in writing. This 9 is equivalent to 12.5 marks in writing and around 10 marks in reading. So one perfect answer can bring you what, around 20 to 23 marks. So, and you are getting a very, very crucial reading score of 10 marks for writing the perfect answer. So this is how it is. So I'll again summarize it for you. What we have done first, we have done the selection. We have selected the first sentence as topic sentence, last sentence as conclusion sentence, and couple of 2-3 points from the middle. We have skimmed the content and identified 2-3 points as important points. Then after the selection process is done, we started collecting those points. After collecting those points, we have used connectors. You can see the connectors are here. Without connectors, it looks like this. These are the connectors we have used, right? You can see because, conjunction, also, right? And then we have used moreover. So these are all the connectors we have used. So using the connectors, we have connected this small sentences into what? One single sentence. So that's what we have done. So I think I was explaining the time is running out. I was unable to correct. So correction process is simple. You are expected to go through your answer for any potential spelling, grammar, spacing, capitalization, punctuation issues. To avoid them, you have to proofread it. So that is how you should be working on summarize written text.